You do not have to spend this kind of money to get amazing results that are custom AI results for you and your business and your work. I've been working with a lot of people who are thinking that AI is going to be this major expensive thing that they need to get into, and they don't know how to do it, and they're like, how could I make my small business or my company use AI without like paying $161,000 to a machine learning engineer to help me build a model? And actually, just so you know, there was some research that came out recently that showed that if you have a good prompt, you can get as good of results from a general use model, so like ChatGPT, as you can from a custom trained model. And so how would you do that? So I want to introduce you to this concept of, I call them like kickoff prompts. And I've been seeing people ask about this in a variety of ways, like people like, how do you use AI for coding? How do you use AI for custom content or personalized emails? And to me, this kickoff prompt is a really good place to start. And so whether you do this in like a note-taking app like your Apple Notes or Google Keep or Notion or whatever, I think what you're going to want to do is have an overview note. And so I have like an overview note that talks about like what my app is, what the membership tiers are, who we're targeting, some of the basic features. And then so like I have a few of these similar kinds of notes that I keep here. Like for me, I code a lot, so I have my coding guidelines. Like I have these particular things I like about the way that I code. And so for example, what I'll just do is copy this to my clipboard. And you could do this in any type of place where you keep documents. And then you go to some place like ChatGPT, and then when you start a new conversation, what you do is you paste this in. And this is a lot of information. So like you just have to do this once. But like for me, I store a lot of information in. And then so when I do things like ask for recommendations about my app, then what you're going to find is that I get targeted recommendations rather than generic ones. So like I said, who should I target with this app? And so like it's going to go through and like talk about like my app, the Eazl app, right? Like it's personal productivity through AI integration. So all of this stuff here is custom. Like look, okay, for example here, it's like students would like this membership plan. Small business owners would like this other membership plan. This is how you should pitch it to educators and academic researchers. So like, look at that. Like once you build that like kickoff prompt thing just once, then you're basically getting a custom trained model right here. That's one of the things that I think is kind of crazy about AI right now, is that people think that, first of all, chatting is the only way to use AI. It's not. Chatting is like a thing that has been imposed on AI because it's useful. It's a good way to use AI sometimes, but not all the time. And then also, like, for example, like this whole thing of custom GPTs and ChatGPT, people have unlocked that underneath it, when you actually create a custom GPT, there's a prompt. There's a prompt underneath that when you start building your custom GPT that the people at ChatGPT wrote to do this. So everything in the AI world that we use is prompt oriented. And so if you just have a prompt that kicks off some area of your work, like I just showed you, something like this, where you have, the information about what you're doing, and then you start off there, then you basically have a model that's been customized for you. And what's better about this approach than custom training a model is that if you change something here, like let's say you change your membership plans, then you go and next time you use AI, your membership plans have been updated and you didn't have to like retrain a model. So there are ways for us to get business grade professional results from AI without all of this expensive stuff. And you should be thinking about that like a kickoff prompt. Like, what would I need to give the AI to get started so it would know what it needs to get me what I need fast?